good evening, and thank you for coming tonight. Throughout human history, great advances in technology, medicine, morality, weaponry, and the arts have been made by men and women who dreamed big and didn't let setbacks discourage them. They fought through adversity and realized their dreams. Big dreams, little dreams, American dreams, human dreams. So much has been achieved in the last 100 years, and so much more can be in the very near future. My name is Davis Munson, and I too have a dream. Tonight I'd like to tell you a little bit about our plan, and hopefully, it can become your dream as well. Ever since we destroyed the moon, I have wanted to become an officer in the Space Force. I wanted to be part of the Great Leap Outward, to join that team of brave explorers who venture out of our solar system to destroy far-off celestial bodies in the name of humanity. My older brother Bobby was part of the remote pilot crew that flew and landed Eagle Fire 6, the rocket that delivered 4,900 kilograms of fissionable material to the drilling site in Clavius Crater. When that tremendous explosion lit up the heavens on a memorable fall evening, I think I speak for all in attendance when I say it was the proudest I've ever been of our race, and one of my own family being involved was just an amazing experience. We were all really proud of him, and remain so to this day. Unfortunately, joining him was never in the cards for me. I was born with 6 fingers on my left hand and a vestigial tail, and though these differences had never really been what I would consider a handicap, it does prohibit me from any position in the Space Force ranks due to the unsightly nature of the mutation, and its implication of genetic defect. All Space Force members are in the public eye and hailed as heroes and celebrities by throngs of Americans, as well they should be. They are in fact, the rock stars of our armed forces, and as such, they are held to a higher standard than us here on the ground. That's who I wanted to be most of my life, but when the new regulations made it impossible, that dream came to an end. I still sit out at night, gazing at the moonless sky and all the mocking stars shining in it and wonder what might have been if father hadn't spent his life working at the cobalt mine while mother drank herself out of her marriage and into a radicalized lesbian cult, which is where I was born. The unfairness of it all lingered for longer than I'd like to admit. Most people don't even notice my extra finger, and there's no way anyone would know I had a tail except for maybe a doctor or my wife if I were authorized to have one. I won't bother trying to convince you why destroying moons, planets, comets, even the stars themselves is a worthwhile endeavor. The facts speak for themselves and have been documented for well nigh 3 decades. You can grouse about how long it took for North and South America to merge, you can complain about the annexation of India by the Myanmar Empire, you can even disparage the Pan-African Pacification Campaign, though I can't imagine why one would find issue with the reasoning behind any of those glorious endeavors in their time, and I don't think anyone can say we all aren't better off now. What I will say about it is that we have gotten to the point where manned missions outside of our solar system are routine and that the impetus for the advances that have been discovered in that time period is of less importance than the innovations themselves. But, at the time, I faced several hard truths that most would find discouraging. So instead of feeling sorry for myself, moving to Europe, living among the Islamic hippies, wasting my life away cultivating stevia plants and assembling smart shirts, I decided to take a few college courses and see where it went. For the first year or 2, I studied very general topics, language, the arts, climate optimization, religious sciences, the usual. But one topic really sparked my interest, and that topic is biology. Specifically animal biology, ecosystems, and the wild variation of biomes on Earth. If you've read any of my books, you'll know my views on the subject, but for those of you that may have not had a chance to, let me give you a brief summary of what I believe, why I believe it, and why I'm here today, speaking with you. While I have faith that the solution to the celestial question has been answered, there is another, more immediate threat to the expansion and continuation of humankind, and it is right here on this planet. Animals. We no longer require them for sustenance since the worldwide adoption of Planck's new standard, making organic meat illegal due to the obvious health considerations and inhumane processing environments. All animal-based products, proposed or traditional, failed to meet the Planck standard, and pets have been phased out of society for similar reasons. So why are there still animals? They account for 34% of all greenhouse gases, they consume natural resources, crowd out good farmland, and spread disease. They no longer contribute to the economy and they smell bad. These are all chapter headings that fans of my work will recognize, but those unfamiliar with these verifiable facts may not. Think about it, we are the dominant species of this planet, animals are not. What happens to the weaker population of any ecosystem when faced with changing conditions which they cannot or will not adapt to? They are selected for extinction. It is my position that all animals have been selected, through nature, God and the prescient brilliance of humanity, for extinction. That they have no place in the new world we have created. It is my position that they contribute nothing of value to society, tangible or abstract. Myself, and several well-respected politicians and Christian scientists have formed a coalition to tackle the animal question and have come up with legislation that with your help, we will get passed through the Global Congress and General Government within 6 months. Prime Minister Barron and CEO of North America Tim Dump have both pledged support for the measures, but we need your help getting both the word and the votes out this autumn. The extermination itself has been thoroughly and carefully planned by our best scientific and political minds for years, and certain elements were borrowed from the techniques used in California during the wild pig purge, so we have a plan and we know it works. It was just a matter of pushing the laws through lots of red tape and a few radical activists in the press. To those activists, I say this, if we ever in the future should find ourselves in need of an animal population again, the DNA of every creature on this planet has been catalogued and preserved with viable samples and fail-safe backups of countless variety. We can bring them back if we need to, but it's clear that we do not need them now, and that their extermination has been a long time coming. The animals have to go, folks, it's just that simple. There's only so much room on this planet, and that room is for humanity, so what are we waiting for? Your vote, and your support for what's been a passion project and really a dream of mine for the last 20 years of my life. We need you. Each and every one of you in the audience today is vital to the realization of that dream and the complete annihilation of animal life as we know it today. It begins with one person, the same as the war on space. One man's dream became all of our reality, and who here would have it any different? Let's make that happen again. Join me and vote yes on Action T43 this November.